What is up? It is MAZIE with Barbecue by MAZIE. If you are new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you are coming back, I appreciate you an insane amount. Listen, it is Sunday, and what goes along with Sunday other than football? Pot roast. We are gonna smoke pot roast on the Pit Boss Navigator today. This is an easy cook, or I would not be standing out here freezing my arse off. So, all right, so let's jump right in because I am going to turn into a popsicle. So we are starting with a 2.5 pound chuck roast. I'm smoking it on my Pit Boss Navigator. I am using some leftover cherry pellets today. I'm sure it's going to be exquisite. For rub, I have a homemade rub I use for pot roast. Maybe someday, if you talk me into it, I'll sell it to you. But it's just got a nice little blend of spices and seasonings. Quick note about smoking a pot roast, it is super versatile. So a quick run through of what we're going to do. We're going to start it off on the smoker, right on the grate at 250 degrees. We're going to smoke it like that for 2 hours, okay? After the 2 hours, this is where you get to start making some decisions. Usually in the winter, where it's nice and chilly, I would bring the chuck roast inside and I would throw it in the crock pot. I know, but it's okay. At this point, you're just finishing the cook, or you can be a total bad-a like me today, and I am going to put it in a Dutch oven and just finish it off in the smoker. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that when we get to that point, but for now, let's start seasoning this chuck roast. I'm using a little W sauce as a binder. I got my seasoning. You could use any beef rub seasoning. That would be great. I'm going to hit it pretty thick with this stuff. Pat it in. And flip it over to the other side. Do not forget your edges. They are meat too. All right, it's time to get our meat on the smoker. All right, that looks real nice. All right, so we're just gonna let it smoke right there for the next 2 hours. Not even going to open the lid, you hear? All right, I'm gonna head in, drink a nice cold Diet Coke, warm up my fingies, and we'll be back out here in 2 hours. Let's go. All right, time flies when you're having fun. It's been 2 hours. It is time to get the roast off and put it into our Dutch oven, or if you're not going to continue smoking it, you're gonna put it in your crock pot or your oven. Let's go. Alright, so we have got our pot roast in our Dutch oven here. I am going to add 1 can of beef broth in with it first. And I have got our vegetables ready to go. I have got carrots, onion, and potatoes. And those are just going to go on top. Alright, and I'm going to take some more of our seasoning and I'm going to just sprinkle it in. Season all those veggies. All right, and then I am going to cover it with the lid. And now we are going to increase our smoker temperature to 300, and we are just going to braise this roast for about 4 to 5 to 6 hours, depending on how big it is. So let's get it in the smoker. Okay, I'm not gonna check on it for another 4 hours. We'll come out and see how tender it is and go from there. It smells so good. I cannot wait to eat it. All right, from start to finish, this cook took exactly 6 hours. We did 2 hours right on the grates at 250 degrees, and then I transferred it to my Dutch oven for the rest of the time at 300 degrees for 4 hours. This was a 2.5 pound chuck roast. Woo, it's intoxicating. All right, you know I gotta try it. My weapon of choice, which is a fork. And I'm just going right here in the middle. It's so tender, I just can get it out with a fork. I mean, look at that. Guys, are you kidding me right now? This looks so good. Oh my gosh. Woo! This is so freaking good. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for this one because it is phenomenal. This is the perfect Sunday meal. It is, and it tastes fantastic. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I truly appreciate it. The pleasure was all mine. You guys have a great rest of your day, and until next time, ta-ta for now.